What's up, everybody? Luke here again from Mr. Crypto UK. I'm bringing you episode 2 or part 2 of the $100 to $1,000 challenge, which I've set myself using my real money and achieving it by the end of the year. Of course, if anyone's been in the market recently, they probably have lost money. It's very difficult to make money when there's an overall downtrend. You can make some on the uptrends, but the downtrends seem to be harder than the uptrends, or harder hitting, or worse off, or whatever you want to say. So you can just see here, the market hasn't really done that much. It really hasn't. I mean, this market went from about 192 million 2 days ago to 184, and now back up to 194. So, but overall, if you want to see what it is, even though you got 8% gains on, say, Ethereum and stuff, it is still a ridiculously low price for a lot of these coins. Bitcoin's pretty much the only one that actually isn't like at this all-time low in the last year. But you can see here, it's right down there, and it was basically a year ago, maybe, what was that, 175? So it was like November, okay, so almost a year, like 11 months, 10 months, whatever it is. And you can see that the only one that really has kept a lot more of its dominance is Bitcoin. It hasn't bled as much over the weeks or the months. You can see here, over 7 days, it's barely been touched, and the others, so on, you can see there. So, we're going to jump over to Binance. Boom. Okay, so what we want to do is, I had 103, if you're watching the episode 1, I had about $103, and that wasn't like, yeah, I said I'd just do $100, but it's because I wanted to buy a little bit of Binance coin and have some cheaper fees and stuff. But you go straight into the account, only 2 days, I've made $6. Okay, it's fluctuated a bit. So we're going to go ahead and do a real quick calculation. I made $5.95 as of this point. You divide that by the 103 times 100, 5.77% profit at the moment. Yeah, there'll be a little bit of fees that will come out of it, and that will just take off the difference. Fine. Now what I want to do is I'm going to... The problem is there's two options. Because of what I'm buying isn't easily tradable as a pair. So if we go, so what I mean is that there's actually Tether which you can sell into or buy into. Basically, if you have Bitcoin, you can sell your Bitcoin and go into Tether. And Tether is pegged against the dollar. I'm not going to go into any more details than that because that's just not worth discussing. Basically, it's worth $1. So when the crypto market moves up and down, Tether always stays as $1, or like 0.9981. So you lose like about 1 penny per £100 or something, or $100, or a couple of pennies. So if we go to Nano, you can see the only pair, it says pair, is Nano to Bitcoin. So I can only sell my Nano back to Bitcoin. And Walton chain, Walton. It's not done anything. Okay, you see what I'm going to say. So if you go to BTC, we'll show you the pairs. Well, it should do. Okay, it's not showing the pairs. It's a bit weird. But yeah, okay, so you can basically here it will have BTC against Ethereum, BTC against USDT, which is US dollar Tether, and it basically means you can sell your Bitcoin to Tether, and if the whole market moves, your cryptos in that Tether just stay the same. So it's because obviously the cost of getting your crypto back into pounds or dollars is high. Okay, so you don't want to do it because you would, like I took out some the other day. And I could, just in fees and Coinbase, it was like 50 quid to do one thing, 25 quid to do another. It was just, yeah, you know, and unless you're playing with thousands and thousands of pounds or thousands and thousands of dollars, you're not going to be able to cover that with your wins or your sort of like, you know, your profits. So the way to do it and incur no fees or like almost no fees is to peg it against that. That is your best bet because, yeah. That's literally the way you do it. Or you could hold it in Bitcoin because it's not fluctuating as much. And obviously, to then sell your Bitcoin to USDT, there's more fees. There's more fees, which are tiny, but there are some. Or you can just hold the Bitcoin. So what I'm going to do is just jump. I got to sell it to Bitcoin anyway because they don't have any other pairings. So we'll go straight in. Let's see what I've got. I've got Walton Chain and Nano. Okay, so we're going to go straight into Nano, and I'm going to go ahead and sell. So I don't normally go in that way. It's just because I'm just trying to make it as easy as I can. So USDT, a lot of them, a lot of the topper, that sort of topper, but I don't know in English. A lot of the top cryptos have multiple pairings, so you can easily move it into a couple. But some of the smaller ones, top 100, top 50, only have the odd one. The more pairings they have, the better it is overall. So I'm going to sell my Nano. I'm going to go 100%. It's selling at 3231. Okay, there we are. So 3, 2, 30. And it should just do it. It's filled, so it will fill. So if I'm trying to sell 100 and someone only wants to buy 99, so I'm selling 100 Nano, and there's people that only want to buy 99, it will 99% fill, and then someone else has to fill the last one. That's basically how it works. So you can see that that's done. We jump into this, and I'm going to check I've got enough Binance coin or that later. Just for now, I want to sell it. Jump to the balance. I was going to put it into a spreadsheet. As I build this balance up, I may put it into a spreadsheet, the buy and sell costs, so we can actually see a little bit clearer what's being made or not made on certain things. Just so we got a bit more, because obviously overall it's 6%, but maybe only Walton Chain's giving me 1 or 2, and the other 4% is coming from. So maybe it's worth holding on to the Walton Chain a little longer because it's only up a little bit. And because I haven't got the details of that, I'm not 100% sure. But because it wasn't a huge amount to balance to start with, I was just going to build it up a bit, and then when a couple of dollars here and there starts to make a bit more, like at the moment, I'm not really making enough for me to worry, like time-wise. So I'm going to sell this. These candles are interesting. It has gone up, but it's just gone down a little bit. For that matter. 4809. So we're going to have a head. The door went again. It seems like every time I do these videos, the door just goes. Right, so actually what we're doing, we want to sell. So we come here, obviously sell, I've got 1641. Sell at that price. I'm going to go ahead and put something like 15. I mean, I could. Let's see, I should pop up here. So that's me, I popped up. Boom. Did someone just buy me up? Yeah. So it's got a bit more return, only a tiny amount. So we jump over to balance. What have we got? 109.26. Now, it's in Bitcoin. So I have a choice. I either leave it in Bitcoin or I move it to USDT. What I'll do is move it to USDT every time. And we're just going to use that as a rule of thumb. We'll move it to USDT because we're not worried if the whole market goes up. So I'm not, if the market goes up, yes, I could have held it in BTC and it would have it would go up in value. But my $109 will still be $109. So I'm actually getting that. Although I can sort of change this. 108.9. So we're going to go ahead and sell. I am the cheapest. I've got that little yellow cursor. Well, it was the cheapest. It will change. I might have to cancel this in a minute if it drops too low. It's pretty close around pennies, but I'm moving up. This means that the people that are buying are reducing the amount they want to pay. People who are selling them are selling it for less than me. So I move. That's how these. And then in the middle here is the current price. You can see it's changing up and down, up and down. It's going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's going down. And this is the price it currently is at, so people want to pay this. It was almost, would have filled me there, because it was at 40, only literally 20 cents more, and that would have done it. I'm going to just say it's going to do it in a sec. See, this is interesting. You can do it at market rate and all that, but you've got the fees incurred are just higher. And with this, it's pretty straightforward. You just set the actual value, and you can see here, that's the lowest value. And then you would just maybe put it a little bit lower than that, or a little bit higher than that if you're wanting to wait a little longer. And this will move. You can see that the most expensive person is willing to pay this. But also there's market orders that will be done in here. The market orders are just people that I want to buy at that rate, which will then drive the price up because people are paying the market rate and not this rate. And the way that obviously cryptos go up in value is that if I had £1 billion and I wanted to buy all Bitcoin, I buy this one, then I have to buy this one, then I have to buy this one, then I have to buy this one, and I now have to buy this one because that's the cheapest that I can get. Then once they've been bought, I bought them. What happens? Where am I going to get my Bitcoin from? So then I have to buy this one, and eventually you're buying these up here. Well, it's down here. It's gone from $6,392 per Bitcoin to $6,397 per Bitcoin. So the price of Bitcoin is rising because I'm buying so much. And the same happens when it sells. And over time, that's where the price of these cryptos goes up and down. This is supply and demand. And this is just annoying a little bit. What I might do is just cancel that there. So you can cancel it for free. It's completely, there's nothing behind it. 639,214. So I'm putting it back in there. So that was basically what it was hovering around for a while. And in about like no time at all, I should just fill. Why is it saying 2.55? What's that meant to say? What's that meant to mean? 2.55 Bitcoin? I wish. No, it's not. Actually, I'm within that. I'm within that. So I'm actually now the cheapest with other people, and it will say here filled, so you should hopefully, if we see it, it's going to happen. It was basically there, but right, it's done. So it's so quick because there's so many people doing it. It doesn't have a great. You can't physically see it in real time. It's just so quick. It'll disappear at the bottom, and then I'll have my $109.22. But now it's in US dollar tether. Now this, if the market crashes, this should stay pretty much the same. And actually it might go up, because what happens is if the market crashes, people pull out and put it into US dollar tether because it's always going to be worth that. It actually puts the price of tether up a little, like 0.1%. So that's like $1 per $1,000 or something. I know it's tiny, but it still pops it up. And that's it. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and buy anything now because I had a quick look at what was up, what was down, and what was down wasn't anything too special. I'll keep monitoring it over time. I'm just going to convert some of these smaller values into Binance, like that, because I want to have Binance coin so I don't have to pay higher fees. It's pretty, just buy some, and then it will just come off it on your settings. You've got to make sure you tick. But yeah, so we've made 5-6% 2 days, and you can day trade. I mean, it's in a way it's day trading. This is almost like a swing trading. So you're buying high, but selling low. No, that's completely wrong. Buying low and selling high. Also, the market could go up a little bit in general because it was already low. So I already knew it was low. Plus, I knew that those cryptos that I went into over the last week have gone up 20%, down 20%, up 20%, down 20%, up 20%. It's a yo-yo. and because they've gone up from 22 to 25, 28%, 30%, within the next week they're probably going down the same, and then I might buy up a little bit. It just depends on what's happening each day to day. I'm going to be, or sort of every half day, and we're going to go from there. So far I'm up like $6, but yeah, $6 is not that much. But if you were playing with $1,000, which is, what's that, 700, about, no, 800 quid, $1,000, it's not that much. That could be $60 I made in 2 days. So that's where you start to actually make more important sums. This is more, yes, it's a bit of play because it's not worth like $100, $100. But also, if you can get to that 1,000, this is, people do it on poker. You just play on the small games, and then you move up a level, and you play with slightly more expensive a table, which is, and you move up again, and you build your bankroll up so that it's self-sustaining almost, So if I get this for 1,000, okay, now I can actually start doing something with 1,000, and make it every 2 days. You're making, you can make $200 a week doing it. If you were good enough. So it's just one thing that you can do outside of buying and holding and all that while the market's like this. And also, it's just a bit of fun. I'm trying to build up my skills in cryptos in general, the whole sort of area, like day trading. What else can I do? I can stake coins and get a passive income. What else can I do? I can do this, I can do that, I can do that. You want to get your hands on loads of pies so that if one doesn't work that well, you've got 4 others. And I do that with Amazon and stuff, and that sort of thing. Yes, some might more than others, but it's always good to broaden your horizons and learn more about things going on. So anyway, I leave the video there. I'll bring in episode 3 when I find the opportunity, and we will go from there. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and you're going to be following the journey for that $100 to $1,000 challenge. Ciao.